Extra thick!
What's poppin', YouTube? Extra Thick Games coming back at you again tonight, and as we all should know by now, this past week we were just given another new set. There was a new release, a new set of cards that was given to us in the TCG called Hidden Summoners, and that is not what we will be opening today. Nope, not at all. The set is garbage. I will not be opening it on this channel. There is nothing I want from it. So instead, what we're going to be doing today is actually opening our first Mega-Thiccs ever. Not just 2018, just first ever Mega-Thiccs. I couldn't tell you the last time I got a Yu-Gi-Oh! tin. I think it was probably the, what was it, Evolzar Doka, Lagia, the Evolzar one from like 2012, 2013. I just never got a Mega-Tin. I would always buy singles. But I was at the store today, and these bad boys were on clearance, right? So it was like, you know, I don't have a whole lot of openings on this channel, and I really kind of want to do that. They're fun. That first Soul Fusion box opening I did was really enjoyable, so if there's a good set that I want to open, I'm going to open it. And these were really good reprint sets. We all know that this was the better of the two as far as the promos were concerned. The Yusei 10, it didn't have a whole lot of great stuff. It had like, what, Synchron or Warrior or whatever promos. I think I had a Synchron deck or a Stardust deck or whatever back when I cosplayed Yusei back in the day, but that was just for the sake of, you know, getting into character and whatnot. But no, with the new Neos support and the new Hero support being just vastly superior, this 10 is going to be the superior of the two, and therefore that is what we are going to be starting with today. We are going to start off by opening the Jaden 10. So let's get right to it. If I can ever get this wrapping off, we all know how much of a hard time I have opening these things. Wait, this might be the trick. We got it. Got the wrapping off. Konami, you will not stop me from opening your product. Alright. This is the first ever Yu-Gi-Oh! Mega-Tin I will have ever opened, period. Not just on this channel, just ever. I'm excited for it, and I'm really glad I could do this on camera for you all. Let's go ahead and just get right into it then, huh? Let's start off with those promos. These have been out for a while, so either everyone knows these by heart, or maybe people have forgotten about them. Oh, they're all wrapped up. Man, are you kidding me? I gotta do this again. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Tin out of the way. Alright. Promo pack, like I was saying. Let's go over them and see what we got. We, of course, are going to get the Elemental Hero Nebula Neos. Yeah, really good Neos support, like we've been getting and are going to continue to get here in the TCG. It's going to turn a just totally garbage deck into, really, I won't say like tier 1 deck, but maybe like maybe tier 1.5, 2 if it's not lucky. But I mean, like, one of those cards, I think it's Miracle Contact or whatever, is going to be a 1-card Rainbow Neos, which even by today's standards is insane. It's just absolutely crazy that we're going to get something like that. But this card helps. It really does. It's a good Neos card, and we're not used to that. So good on ya, Nebula Neos. Good on ya. But of course, this card right here is going to be the best hero support that I think we've gotten out of this particular promo set, Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one level 4 or lower hero monster from your hand. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard by a spell effect, you can target one hero monster in your graveyard except the Solid Soldier, and special summon it in defense mode. You can only use this effect once per turn. So, I mean, send it to the graveyard, use Polymerization or any other fusion spells or whatever, what have you. You got a 1-card rank 4 in a couple different ways, or I mean, if you use the fusion effect, that one works too. But regardless, this is definitely a 3 of in hero decks. Great card, Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Keeper of Dragon Magic. Not sure what this one does, honestly. If it's normal or special summon, you can discard a card, add poly, normal spell card, or a fusion normal spell card from your deck to your hand. Jeez, okay, more fusion support, alright. You can reveal a fusion monster in your extra deck, special summon one of the fusion materials whose name is listed on that monster from your GUI in face-down defense position. You can use this once per turn. You can't special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters the turn you activate this effect. A little wonky that it makes you summon the card face down, but, you know, I mean, it's good fusion support, really. Can't complain about that. What's this one? Alright, Mud Dragon of the Swamp fusion, which the materials are two monsters with the same attribute but different types. Interesting. Your opponent can't target this card or monsters on the field with the same attribute as this card with card effects. Once per turn, quick effect, you can declare one attribute. This card becomes that attribute until the end of the turn. Instant fusion target for a turn, maybe? I don't see this being played that much. I mean, it's cool looking, but I don't see it doing that much. Ooh, Arcana Knight cards. Arcana extra Joker, right? Link card, Link 3. And 3 warrior monsters with different names. Once per turn, when a spell trap card or monster effect activates that targets this face-up card on the field or a monster that this card points to, quick effect, you can discard the same number of, or the same type of card the monster spell or trap, negate the activation. When this link summoned card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 4 warrior normal monster from your deck, and if you do, add one level 4 warrior monster from your deck to your hand. King's Knight, Queen's Knight, Jack's Knight sort of support, right? I believe their fusion was called Arcana Knight Joker or something like that. Support for that. Whole bunch of legacy support and whatnot going on. And then we got the 3 2018 Mega-Thicc packs. Mega packs. Back in the day when I would open like the Legendary Collection 2, which did just get reprinted, by the way. Or re-released, I mean. Re-released. Legendary Collection 2 with Legendary Collection 3, Yugi's World. There was like, 3 mega pack, or 5 rather, 5 mega packs, not 3. But, okay, it just seems like a small amount, but for, what do they retail for? 20, 25 bucks, and then I get these ones for 15. I mean, you can't really beat that. And not to mention, just the reprints that happened in these packs are just incredible. So, let's just go ahead and see what we got in these ones, alright? Self-Destruct Ant, FA Circuit Grand Prix, that was a archetype I never really got into, is the FAs. And it's the Rocket Dragon. Oh man, I wanted Rockets to be so good. I wanted them to be good so badly. I've got a Revolver cosplay in the works, and I've got all these cards. I was going to build a deck, and then it just didn't work the way I wanted it to. But I mean, in Savage Strike, we're going to be getting more support for them. You never know, maybe they'll end up being better. But the day that deck becomes good is the deck that I'm going to start playing it. Sign Out Refresh, FA Off-Road Grand Prix, World Legacy World Shield, Altergeist Silquitous. Oh my god. Card is a bane of my existence. This is the one. This card is like the reason why I lose to that deck all the time. They just bounce it. They bounce all my stuff back to hand. And hate this card. Hate that deck. Hate them so much. That's a super rare though. And then the secret rare is Mech-Knight Blue Sky. Alright, that's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. But knows I don't even have any of the Mech-Knight cards. Glad to have that. Let's start a Mech-Knight thing. Maybe play, what is it, Mech-Knight Invoked? We got here ultra rare Altergeist Marionette. Gross. Good card, but gross. Let's start, I guess, separating these. Ultras. Secrets. Supers. And then the rare card is another Mech-Knight. Mech-Knight Yellow Star. Alright, it's a good pulls overall. Hate these two, but I mean, they're good. What do we got here? Yokozuna Sumo Spirit. Pendulum card, never heard of that archetype, to be honest with you. What are the rest of these comments? Bug Signal, Lunalite Kaleido Chick, Orbital Hydrolander, Burning Abyss stuff. That's a deck that I actually just basically had fall into my hands the other day at locals, which, Lord, I'm going to talk about that in another video, but really good pull. I'm going to put that in as a notable pull, like down here. It's not really in sight, is it? There we go. Boral Cooling, more rocket support, not the best one even for their standards. And then Muscle Medic. That's an incredible card. That not like a good card, but good name, good artwork, you know what I mean. If a player would take damage from a battle involving this card, that they gain that much life point instead. I am sure there's some kind of trolley plays that can happen from this card, but oh my god, that would be something else. Muscle Medic FTK. Next Mega Pack, guys. Next Mega Pack. The Ascended of Thunder. Pretty sure that's like a retrain of a really old, terrible card. Oh my god, Demise, King of Armageddon. Isn't that the original one? Why is this in that set? Oh my god. I don't have this card at all, but really great comment. Really great reprint. I don't have that card. Wonder what it's doing here. Mech Knight, Green Horizon. Burning Bamboo Sword. Alright, we got more bamboo support. Exodia FTK, anybody? Magician's Right Hand. It was used in Arc 5 or something, I'm pretty sure. Chosen by the World Chalice. Not a World Chalice guy myself. Normal monster, I'm sure it's used for something. What's this? Ib, the World Chalice Priestess. Link monster, Link 2. Sure does something for them. Oh, there we go. Inspector Border. That is a really good secret pull. That's a great card. Worded really funky, but that's a good card. Definitely glad I pulled that. I'll put my super back over here. And then what we have here. Oh, there we go. Trickstar support. We got ultra rare Trickstar Light Stage. Trickstar Light Stage. They've kind of fallen a bit out of relevance, but I mean, they were good for a while. Not a terrible burn deck or anything, so I mean that's all right. I'm pretty happy about that. And we got here World Legacy Scars Field Spell. Alright, World Legacy stuff. Got a whole lot of I've seen that a lot lately, like at locals and at all sorts of other places like that. Familiar Lena. FA Test Run. FA Turbocharger. Infernity Patriarch. Down with a Patriarchy, LOL. And we got here Link Belt Wall Dragon. That's another card that Revolver used in one duel, in his first Master Duel with Playmaker. Of course, it's an anime card, so it was way more busted in the anime than in actuality. But I just find it interesting that the actually lightless card have bullets on it. That's interesting, even in the TCG. Trap card, Cyberspeakin', and then last pack of our first 10. Abyss Actor Trendy Understudy. I've got all the Abyss Actor cards. Maybe make a deck out of them if it gets enough more support other than what it got in that Legendary Duelist set. Still not that great. Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix. True Draco stuff, alright. FA Whipcrosser. Ancient Gear Golem. Ultimate Pound. Oh, yes. Terrible retrain of that card. It's got the same, can't be special summoned restriction. Don't know why they would put that on this card. Nimble Beaver. Love the Nimble cards. Love those cards. Not the greatest, but, I love them. They're good. They're nostalgic. Mermail Abyss Neri? Sure. Old friend of mine used to play Mermails. And then the super rare Mech Knight Indigo Eclipse. No more Mech Knight stuff. I'm sure some of these are either valuable or good or something, alright? There we go, there's a good secret rare. Mythical Beast Master Cerberus, if I ever decide to mess with pendulums again. God, that's a good card to have. Love that guy. Then our ultra rare, God, gross. Friggin' Altergeist Prima Banshee? Prime Banshee? Altergeist. Gross. Lose to that deck all the time. I hate it. Like I said, though, the other day, I'm just going to crack down and play that deck one day. I know I am. Then our rare is Shell Rocket Dragon. Please be good one day. Please be good. Another familiar Possessed Lena. FA Test Run. FA Turbocharger. Destiny Hero Dangerous, Mecha Phantom Beast Rayton, and then Kaiser Sea Snake. Alright, so that does it for our first Mega Tin, and I'm pretty happy with all these pulls. I really am. Man, I wish I liked Altergeist a little more, but Lord knows when the day comes that I decide that they get played, I'm gonna have a good start on them. I've got a couple of their cards lying around. But now let's get into this one. If I can open it as well, that would just be lovely. Am I so lucky? I am. I am so lucky this time. Alright. Move that out of here. Pop this bad boy open. And let's get into the promo. God, really? Really? Thick, what are you doing today, my man? You haven't even started drinking yet. Let's get into the promos of this set. They're wrapped up too. You got this, though. We got this. Synchro. Junk Speeder. Junk Collector. So I'm not Synchron, but the junk archetype, I guess. He had like the junk warrior and the junk Synchron and all that kind of stuff. This is a little interesting though. My junk collector's name is pushed way to the side here. You see that? Maybe that's a misprint or something. That's cool. Stardust Assault Warrior. Okay, good Stardust card. There was what was it, Stardust Warrior or something that came out in that deck the other time. And what is this? Martial Metal Marcher. Good. Ooh, a Synchro Tuner. That's neat to have. And then the Junk Collector Link Monster. It's good that all these Synchro-based decks and Fusion-based decks are getting the Fusion and the Synchro-based decks are getting links. So, they don't have to totally rely on generics or other ones for their types to be playable. I like that. So let's get into these mega packs now too. How about that, guys? How about that? Would y'all be okay with that? Would y'all be okay with me shutting up and just opening the sets? I'm sure you would. But I'm not going to shut up. I'm just going to open them and still talk. Self-Destruct Ant. Again, that's what we led off with the first time, and we are still leading off with this Self-Destruct Ant. Oh my god, these are the same cards from before. FA Circuit Grand Prix, Anisthrocket Dragon. Oh my, the 3 cards in the first pack that are the same exact 3 pulls as the other one. The other first pack. Double Resonator, alright, that's different. Resonators, alright. Red Dragon Archfiend stuff, that's pretty cool. And then Junk Breaker, you say stuff. During your main phase, if this card was normal summon this turn, you can tribute this card. All face-up monsters on the field have their effects negated until the end. Okay, that's pretty alright for a common card, I guess, if it didn't waste the normal summon. But then these days, Lord knows in all the decks that I play, at the end of all of my special summoning chains, I'm like, oh wait, I still have a normal summoned. So I mean, I don't think like wasting your normal summon is that detrimental anymore, so this could probably be okay at some point. Maybe. I'm sure it's good in the junk archetype if I couldn't tell you how that archetype plays in this day and age, but I'm sure it's alright. What is this? A Zombino? A normal zombie monster with level 4 2000 attack. Back in the day, God. Remember when I used to thought that these were so broken. Gene Warped Warwolf. Used to run 3 back in the day. The 2 are so close. They die and return to life. Inseparable. A TCG card. Use the word die. Alright. And its description is a haiku. That's something else, isn't it? That is something else. Super rare. Trickstar Licorice. Trickstar Licorice. More Trickstar cards. I don't think that's ever going to be a deck that I play, but I'm okay with getting cards from sets that are good, or archetypes that are good. And then, what's this one? Vendread Chimera. I never had any Vendread cards. I know that this was more hyped than it ended up being, but secret rare ritual card. They tried a thing to make rituals good like they were in Necros, but hey, with incantation cards, hey, it's not totally out of the question to think that cards like that could be great. But we'll see. And then our ultra, God, really gross, disgusting. Burn my hand again on Altergeist Prime Banshee. Great pull. Hate that archetype. What is this one? The rare Ghost Bird of Bewitchment. That's pretty alright. That's neat. That's really neat. It gets different effects based on where it is. It can get some attack. It can make several attacks. It can't be targeted with effects, or targeted or destroyed by effects in the middle. Or it negates, or makes sure that other cards in the column can't activate effects. That's a neat idea. I doubt that it's going to be incorporated very well, but that's a neat idea. That's pretty cool. FA Turbocharger again. Speedroid, passing glider. Sure. I don't remember. I don't remember Yugo having any pendulum monsters in Arc 5. Interesting. Pulse Mines, Watt Kinetic Puppeteer? Sure. Is that a Watt monster from like back in the day? Surely not. What is it? You can send this card from the hand or field to the graveyard and target one monster you controls. Move it to another other main. Nah, that's not great. Sniffer Dragon, Revolver card. Not great. Not worth running even in Rockets. And Smile Universe. Smile Universe. Yuya used that to beat Zark when Zark was losing control. Terrible card in the TCG in the actual game, but nifty little anime card, I guess. Terrible, absolutely terrible effect. It was so terrible that the user used it so that they could lose. Neat to have for anime purposes, I guess, though. Next Mega Pack. Let's see what we got. Go! Arista and Dexia? Orichalco support? What? No, just Yuma Tsukumo support, huh? Zexal stuff. World Legacy Heart. Link Restart. Counter Trap. World Legacy World Shield. True Draco Apocalypse. Galaxy Worm. Ooh, and then there's the boy Cracking Dragon as the super rare. Not a great card in the real game by any means, but I remember in VRAINS, in like the first few episodes when all of the Knights of Hanoi and Revolver had Cracking Dragon, and that was like their boss monster. Neat little anime card, not great in practice, but I never had one, so and I love VRAINS, so I'm glad I have that card now. Secret rare trap card, Fuse Line. When this card is set, while this card is set, target one card on the field in this column and destroy it? How on earth? Sure, you can activate it while it's set. Sure, I guess, right? You got here an Alter Guy. Really? Altergeist Marionetta? We're getting these Altergeist cards again. Alright. Good polls, but man, they gotta be Altergeist. And then I said it. I just had to say it, didn't I? Altergeist Camouflage. This ain't even a good card in that deck, I don't think. Target one Altergeist monster you control. Equip this card to it. Your opponent can't target it for attacks, but does not prevent it from... Terrible. Don't care. And then... Jesus, why am I getting all these Altergeist cards in a row? Altergeist, Conquery. It's like a Battle Fader and an Effect Veiler all at the same time. Great as a one-of in the deck. Hate that card. Moving on. Wicked, Acolyte, Chelem. Sure. Mild Turkey and Ghost Beef, I think, was supposed to be the two normal pendulum monsters used together for this purpose. Oh, that's funny. I hope I pulled the other one then, too. And what's this say? Parthian Shot? Sure. Parthian Shot. If at the end of the battle phase, it becomes the end phase. Can't use that in Duel Links because there is no main phase 2. And then another Link Belt, Wall Dragon, and Hackworm. Did Revolver use this, or did Playmaker use this? Pretty sure Revolver used this because it's not Cybers. Alright. It's okay. Last pack for this opening, guys. Last pack. Let's see what we got. Can we pull busted? Or are we just going to pull more altergeists? We shall see. Stripping partner. Or striping? Nah, that's striping partner. This card is not a stripper by any means. This mechanical horse dog thing is not a stripper. It's not even thick enough to be a stripper. It really isn't. I don't care what this little thing is on its hindquarters, on its thigh. It's not thick enough to be a stripper. Stop asking me that. It just isn't. McKnight Green Horizon. Call of the Archfiend. Galaxy Worm. Gravity Lash. World Legacy Landmark. Heavy Storm Duster, right? A lot of people like to use this card. I'm more of a Twin Twisters guy myself, but to each their own. I can see where this one could be used. Decent pull. Now, what's our secret rare going to be, guys? What's it going to be? Ultra Polymerization. I mean, I think it's good for Predaplants. I'm not a Predaplant guy myself. Loved Yuri in the anime in Arc 5, but Super Poly's just an objectively better card. Still, nice pull. Decent pull. Ultra Rare. Trick Starlight Stage. Again, we pulled doubles on that one. Just like we pulled doubles on Marionetter. Really, we've been pulling doubles for a set this big. Man, that's all the foil cards we get. We didn't do so hot, did we, guys? Yeah, we didn't do so thick. And then Metal Rocket Dragon. I've got all those cards. I don't need reprints of those, really. Oh, well. Yuko, Zuma, Sumo Spirit. Mahjong, Muna Maidens. I can't pronounce that. Flip Effect Monster. Can't be great. Flick Clown. Oni Kuji. Cyber Beacon. And Magician's Left Hand. Alright, and that wraps it up for this opening, my guys. That wraps it up for this opening. We pulled some decent cards. Not the best opening for 210s by any means, but we pulled some decent cards. We got Altergeist support, and I know I'm going to be glad one day probably in the near future, because Lord knows I'm going to put that deck together. If you can't beat them, join them, right? Some Pendulum cards. Glad I got that Master Beast, or the Mythical Beast Master Cerberus, jeez. And Inspector Border. I think that was the probably the MVP of this pull, the Inspector Border. There he is, my guys. Alright, I mean, I'm not going to complain about this one overall because I got it on clearance. I got both of them on clearance. Decent pulls and VRAINS reviews to come. Stay thick, everyone. Stay